Hey, what's up, guys? This is Popeye Goose. Thanks for stopping by to check out the live stream. Today's live stream is going to be really short. Basically, as you see the title of the video, there's a little bit of a secret that, not many people really know about when buying your hanger. And myself, I didn't even know about it, and it probably would have changed, what I would have done before I bought the hanger. Before I get into the video, I just want to make an announcement that I'm going to be going ahead and giving away, making some giveaways. If I can get up to 50 subscribers, or every 50 subscribers that I get, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of a great white shark card. And if I'm not mistaken, it's 1.25 million, which is roughly about, I don't know, $25. So you have the option, if you end up being the winner, what I'll go ahead and do is, once I get to 50 subscribers, the very next video, I'm going to go ahead and post something in the comments, and whoever leaves either the best comment, or I'll just randomly pick a certain number, and whoever ends up being that number will go ahead and win and have the option to either have the cash or have the in-game GTA cash. I'm also going to do a giveaway if I ever get up to 10,000 views on my channel before I die. I'm going to go ahead and give away a Megalodon shark card, which is $8 million. So spread the word if you like the content, if you think your friends will like what's being played on my channel. I would definitely appreciate any support you guys have. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get into the video. One thing that you really don't find out about before you buy your hanger, and for me this would have been very important. It would have really changed, my planning for how much money I needed to spend, what kind of vehicles I was going to get. It actually doesn't matter what. Excuse me, I just need to look at the map. It doesn't matter which hanger you get. All of them have the same option. And what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and head to my hanger now, and I'll go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. While we're going, you can see the plane that I'm in right now is one of the new planes. Hopefully I don't crash it. This view is very tough. The Rogue, which is pretty tough to handle sometimes. It's definitely very agile, but at the same time it's really fast, so you got to be really precise with your movements, especially when you're flying in this view. This is incredibly difficult. But basically, this plane, only reason why I got it is because I wanted to use the ability to carpet bomb. And, I think that's going to be really fun. I'm not so good at flying planes. I'm more of a helicopter guy. I have a Hydra, and I really stink at it, so I try to stick with it just for resupply missions, or when I was doing contact missions with friends. I really don't go out hunting people down because I'm better off in the ground, to be honest with you. So while we're going, you can see this nice little paint job I got on my Rogue here. It's gasoline green with a little bit of dew yellow pearlescent, which is pretty sick when the sun shines on it or the camera view changes. Yeah, maybe I should pay attention to where I'm going. Yeah, let's do that for a second so we don't make this video any longer than it has to be. Now, before I really get into exactly what we're going over in this video, I know some people are going to maybe think, oh, I already knew that information, Basically, this is for anybody who hasn't bought a hanger yet. Okay, like I said myself, I had no clue about this little secret. Basically, you don't see it anywhere on the Rockstar pages. I didn't see anybody with videos that were giving reviews on what to expect in this new DLC. But I think it's pretty important for people who don't have a lot of money, who are thinking about buying the hanger, or thinking that if I buy a hanger I got to buy a plane. I don't have enough money. So what I'm going to do is I'm not even going to, oh my god. Alright. What I'm going to do is not even bother, getting the new content in the DLC. So I think it's actually pretty fun. The cell missions are really hard. They're kind of like mini heists or little heist setup missions. So it's definitely different. It's definitely a break from what we've been getting used to. I know the gun running had some nice setup missions and resupply missions as well, but I think these kind of take it further. They give you another angle on it because it's basically surrounded, with the idea of air transportation. So it does add a new twist into the game. Can be really expensive, and if you watched on my channel, well, probably not. You probably didn't watch because I only had 100 and something views. But either way, you'll notice that everybody else is doing these big money spending sprees. I only had about 9 million, and I kind of like to keep some money on reserve just in case there's new content that comes out, a new vehicle, a new DLC like this one that kind of popped up out of nowhere unexpectedly. I also need some money because I'm just gonna say it. I blow up a lot of player cars, so I sometimes spend 200, 300, $400,000 a day just on insurance costs. So I kind of need some money. So now we're going into the hangar. We can go ahead and get right into the video. So basically, there's some information that you don't really find out about until after you purchase the hangar, and I actually didn't know until the next day after I purchased the hangar. But when you come into your hangar for the first time after you purchase it, like I said, regardless of what hangar it is, it doesn't really matter. You're going to go ahead and notice that you have a helicopter in your hangar already, and you have a plane. Now, I've seen some streams of some people who have just come over to the helicopter, try to get in it, and we're like, oh, okay, I guess we can't have them, because we're not able to access them. So, you see this plane right here, the Cuban 800, okay? It costs about $240,000 from Elitist Travel. And when you get your hangar, it's parked right here in the middle. Now, when I went up to it, I tried to get in from the front near the wing, and it wouldn't let me get into it. I ran around the back of it, it wouldn't let me get into it. So I just figured, hey, it's just for show. After I did a resupply mission, or when I was doing my first resupply mission, after I bought the Rogue here, I was outside the military base, and I was calling for my vehicle to come in, and I noticed that the Cuban 800 was also an option. I kind of thought it was kind of weird because I tried to get into it, and I wasn't able to. So basically, what you don't really know, what's not publicized, what nobody's really talking about is the fact that whenever you buy your hangar, you get this plane absolutely for free. Like I said, it's $240,000. So, okay, it doesn't look like much, but the good thing about this plane is obviously you can customize it. It's also a two-seater, which for me, the reason why I got the Rogue, I really wanted a two-seater that I could go out with one of my friends and just go and lay down some carpet bombs or some cluster bombs on people. Or even doing, resupply missions against the cops or whoever we're trying to attack or steal the supplies from. But basically, you'll notice right now it says, press right on the control pad to modify your vehicle. So you can go ahead and, give it a respray, change the colors. But you also have the option right here, which if I knew this before I purchased the Rogue, I probably would have gave this one a shot, customized it, and I would have went down, got my cluster bombs, and then I would have, tried it out, see if I liked it, because I'm not really going to be in the air that much. If I am in the air, it's either just to get from point A to point B, or basically to go out and drop some cluster bombs. So I could have saved myself about $1.5 million on the purchase price of the Rogue, plus about another, I think it was $500,000 on upgrades, so it cost $2 million. I paid what, $3 million for the Hydra, and I really don't use it. I use it sometimes for resupplies, and I also, used it when I was doing contact missions. But other than that, that thing sits, just sitting there, basically almost a waste of $3 million. So if I knew about this, I would have gone ahead and definitely utilized it, and I would have tried this out, possibly saved myself a couple $1 million. Now, don't get me wrong, the Rogue's pretty nice. It's very agile. Sometimes it's a little deadly because it's too agile. It's got some nice firepower. I can drop my cluster bombs, but it ended up costing me $2 million for something, well, the capabilities of something that I basically already got for free. So, like I said, to me it's a secret because I couldn't find any info, and I didn't find out about it until the next day. One other thing I want to give you guys a little bit of info on is you probably already know, most of you, because the DLC's been out for a couple days. But obviously you see my Hydra parked inside my hangar now. I'm able to customize it. Your Pegasus vehicles you can actually store inside here, and you can customize the paint job, and pretty much that's it. I can't add any kind of special types of bombs to the Pegasus vehicles. You see I got my Hydra in here. I got my Buzzard over there, and I even have, the Maverick, which was another waste of money. But basically you can store them in here. You can go ahead and call your vehicles and they'll spawn, or your airplanes, they'll spawn a lot closer to you than they would normally with Pegasus. All you have to do is bring up your interactive menu, you go down to vehicles, and then you'll see right here, my vehicles are they're shaded in gray because obviously I'm inside now. But I'm able to spawn these, and sometimes they appear on the next block, or a couple blocks away, or in a field right next to me, instead of having to go to a specific location that Pegasus always drops their vehicles off at. So it's really convenient if you do get one of these vehicles. I mean, like I said, even if you get or you have the one that you get for free. This one will spawn relatively close to you all the time. You don't have to take a trip, a 3 mile trip in a car to go get the plane or whatever kind of vehicle you would get. So that's basically going to cover this live stream. Don't think that the title's misleading, because it kind of is a secret. I know people know about it now, and some people might have known about it before they bought the hanger. But I had no clue, as I said. So it kind of changed the amount of money I spent and kind of my planning on what I was going to do with the Shut Up Ron. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be back live streaming again tonight. Probably, I live in Europe. I'm an American living in Europe. I've been living out here for almost the past decade, so it's going to get a little different when I start talking about the times. But I'll be back on about 9 or 10 Central European time, which is 1 hour ahead of England. I know because I got a couple of friends and I got some viewers out there as well, which also is 6 hours ahead of East Coast U.S. So I'll probably be on sometime around 4 o'clock p.m. U.S. time. So again, I hope you liked the video. Hopefully it wasn't, too much of a letdown. I mean, I know it wasn't a huge secret, but still, it's big enough to make your decision with. Going in, if you're debating on how much money you really have to spend on this DLC. So I hope I see you tonight on the live stream. Like I said, come and check it out. I'll be probably playing with a couple of friends, most likely GummyLad565, which you can see in a couple of my recorded live streams, and also I just released a video of me and him going out with our APC and putting together a little kill compilation. So I'll be on again later on tonight for a couple hours. Hopefully you guys stop by. Hopefully you like what you see. And thanks for stopping by.